New clues into the disappearance of a local attorney who worked for the INS. Pat Collins reports. Sometime during
BC4, working for you. Live from the area's leading news station, this is News 4 at 6.
2 weeks after police divers searched the Anacostia River for a missing attorney, they've come up with some new clues now that may lead them to a suspect. Good evening. I'm Jim Banks.
I'm Doreen Gensler. Joyce Chung disappeared just about a month ago. She is an attorney with the Immigration and Naturalization Service. She was last seen near DuPont Circle. Pat Collins is in our newsroom now with the new details on this story. Pat?
Doreen, it's new evidence developed by the FBI lab that has brought investigators new leads in the case. When the FBI found some items belonging to Joyce Chung on the banks of the Anacostia, they had their lab take a close look. Today, the FBI says they found forensic evidence that provides new clues. Investigators would not say what the evidence is, but sources say it could provide DNA samples that could help identify a possible suspect. Roger Chung is the brother of the missing woman.
The past month has produced very little in terms of information as to where Joyce is. So we are still very much relying on forensic evidence to come up with new leads.
Joyce Chung, a 28-year-old attorney with the Immigration and Naturalization Service. Last seen January 9th near Connecticut and R Streets Northwest. January 12th, her brother reported her missing to police. January 21st, Joyce Chung's jacket, keys, and ID cards found on the banks of the Anacostia River. Police and FBI searched the river. They used dogs, divers, and specially radar-equipped boats. Ms. Chung's body was not found in the river, and there are some who believe those items were placed on the river's banks in plain view in an attempt to misdirect the investigation.
What do you think happened here, Roger?
Frankly, I think there's a strong possibility of foul play that may have happened here. I think much of the evidence leads to that. Her jacket and other personal properties turned up over by Anacostia River. There could have been a strong possibility that she was taken from the DuPont Circle area, and we don't know where she is now.
Now, there's a combined reward of about $50,000 in the case. If you have any information, call the FBI at 202-278-2382. That's 202-278-2382. Doreen?
Pat Collins reporting. Thank you.
Two clues now in the case of Joyce Chung. She's the lawyer with the Immigration and Naturalization Service who disappeared 1 month ago. The FBI says forensic evidence found on some of her belongings provides some new clues. Investigators would not say what that evidence is, but sources tell us it could provide DNA samples that could help identify a possible suspect. Chung's belongings were found on the banks of the Anacostia River. She was last seen near Connecticut and R Northwest. Some people familiar with this case tell News 4 they believe the belongings may have been placed on the riverbank to try to misdirect the investigation.
The FBI says tonight they have some new leads in the case of a missing INS attorney, a young woman who seemingly vanished near DuPont Circle. Tomorrow marks the 1-month anniversary of Joyce Chung's disappearance. Fox 5's Jackie Benson joins us now with more. Jackie.
Tracy, the new leads are described as forensic evidence, and sources tell us it takes the form of hair and fibers recovered from Joyce Chung's jacket found in southeast Washington on January 21st. Tomorrow, her friends and family members will be handing out flyers at several metro stations, DuPont Circle, Eastern Market, Anacostia, Union Station, and Woodley Park from 6:30 to 7:30 in the morning. A green parka and other items belonging to Joyce Chung, an ID card, a Blockbuster video card, a Safeway card, and keys were found last month near the Anacostia Naval Station. At the time, police dragged the Anacostia River but turned up nothing. An FBI official says forensic tests have now turned up some new leads but refuse to specify what they are. Meanwhile, Chang's family and friends grow more concerned.
The bottom line is that we want Joyce home, safe, and back to her family and friends. And whoever may have Joyce we simply asked to let her go and bring her home to her family. That's all we want.
Sources familiar with the investigation say FBI agents have already obtained a sample of Joyce Chung's hair and a sample of the carpet in her home for purposes of comparison to the evidence recovered. Now, Chung's brother says the reward for information that leads to his sister's whereabouts now stands at $50,000. Anyone with information is asked to call the FBI's Washington field office at area code 202-278-2382. Tracy, Mike?
Hey, Jackie, we understand that family members have now added some incentive to get information about her whereabouts.
They have. They've added. Friends and family members have added to that reward. It was $20,000 from the FBI, $20,000 from the INS, and now family and friends have raised an additional $10,000, and they say more is coming in every day.
Hopefully that will help. Jackie Benson, thanks for that update.
You're watching Washington's ABC 7. We're on your side. This is News 7 at 11.
New information tonight about a missing INS attorney. Could the clues help investigators find the victim or any suspects? And thank you for joining us. I'm Paul Barrett.
And I'm Melissa McDermott. Kathleen Matthews is off tonight. Tonight, there are promising new developments in the disappearance of a D.C. immigration lawyer.
The FBI has discovered what they call forensic evidence on items belonging to Joyce Chang. News 7's Kevin Schultz joins us now from DuPont Circle. Kevin, what do they have?
Well, Paul, it was 1 month ago that Joyce Chung disappeared from her DuPont Circle neighborhood. Tonight, the FBI may be closer to finding out what happened to her. January 9th, 28-year-old immigration lawyer Joyce Chung is last seen when friends drop her off near a DuPont Circle coffee shop. January 12th, her brother reports her missing. January 21st, FBI agents search near the Anacostia River. They find Chung's jacket, keys, gloves, and some identification cards. Now, the FBI reports that on that day, agents found forensic evidence on her belongings that has produced new leads. Evidence that could provide DNA. Evidence that could lead to a suspect.
This has been the toughest month of my life for me and my mom and my brothers. To find that there is some forensic evidence that the FBI is pursuing only gives me more hope that she is alive and out there.
Sources tell News 7 FBI agents found at least 2 hairs on Chung's belongings. One hair from a black person, another from a white person. Sources also say one of Chung's IDs was wrapped in a newspaper dated January 12th, the day she was reported missing. And today, FBI agents vacuumed Chung's apartment she shares with her brother, searching for more leads.
What we're all going through right now is a living hell. It is a living hell.
Since Chung's disappearance, regular vigils have been held to grab the attention of anyone who can provide information to the FBI and closure to her loved ones.
Trying to get life back to normal, but it's tough. We're still going to church every day and hoping and praying that she comes home.
Sources also tell her that Joyce's brother is going to be going in to take a lie detector test tomorrow. However, the FBI says that he is no more a suspect than anyone else. We should also point out that there is still a $50,000 reward for anyone who has information that helps him solve this case. That number to call at the FBI is 202-278-2832. Reporting live from DuPont Circle, I'm Kevin Schultz. Back to you.
Well, Kevin, in this case, the FBI has no suspects, but they're not ruling out anyone, including her brother.
That's for sure. They're not ruling out that, and they're also not ruling out that she could have left on her own. But at this point, her brother thinks that foul play is definitely involved.
All right, thanks very much, Kevin Schultz.
Police investigating the disappearance of a government attorney have uncovered new evidence in that case. There are new developments tonight to report in the case of a missing 28-year-old government attorney. Channel 9's Mike Buchanan joins us live from DuPont Circle with the very latest. Mike?
Andrea, it was here along Connecticut Avenue near DuPont Circle that Joyce Chang was last seen. That was 30 days ago. Now the FBI says they have forensic evidence. It was found on Miss Chiang's suede jacket, and it didn't come from the young woman. It indicates that Miss Chiang was with someone at the time she vanished or was abducted.
FBI lab experts found the evidence on the woman's clothing, the green jacket that Miss Chiang was wearing the night she disappeared. The jacket was found 2 weeks ago in Anacostia Park in southeast Washington. The FBI will not say what the forensic evidence is, whether it's blood, semen, fibers, or hairs. Investigators do say if they get a suspect in the case, they may now be able to link that suspect to the woman through the forensic evidence. In addition to the jacket, in the same area, police have recovered Chiang's ID from the Department of Immigration and Naturalization, as well as other credit cards. Ms. Chiang disappeared on January 9th. Her wallet containing no money and ID cards were found on January 21st. The FBI is now asking that anyone who may have seen the wallet and the cards between the 9th and the 21st contact authorities.
Investigators say it now appears almost certain that Ms. Chiang did not leave this area voluntarily or alone. Ms. Chiang's family says they continue to hope and to pray. I'm Mike Buchanan, Eyewitness News Tonight.
Mike, we understand the brother may be holding some sort of press conference tomorrow?
Yes, I think beginning very early tomorrow morning to mark the 30th day of the young woman's disappearance, he and a bunch of friends and colleagues will be out in this neighborhood handing out flyers asking people if they've seen Joyce Chiang.
Thank you. Mike Buchanan reporting live from DuPont Circle. Gordon?